Do you want to bring more mindfulness and wisdom into your daily conversations? In this video, we will explore the importance of using your words wisely, drawing inspiration from the rich traditions of Buddhist philosophy. Lesson 1. Before you speak, consider what you want to accomplish. One of the main practices of Buddhism is mindfulness, which is essential for helping you consider your goals before you speak. Being mindful entails paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and environment while letting go of judgment and living in the present now. When it comes to speaking, mindfulness enables you to be conscious of what you say and its possible consequences. Give yourself a time to center yourself before you speak. Take a deep breath and concentrate on your goal. The way you communicate can change significantly as a result of this little break. It provides you the room to thoroughly evaluate what you say and make sure that it will lead to the result you want. You can communicate clearly and with purpose when you know what your aims are. Effective communication is more than just sharing information. It's about doing it in a way that advances your objectives and cultivates goodwill. A clear purpose will help you choose your words more wisely, whether you're trying to diffuse a heated argument, show thanks, or give advice. For example, your objective might be to foster understanding and identify common ground if your goal is to settle a dispute. Instead of using confrontational or accusing language, you would probably use terms that are courteous, calm, and open to discussion. Speaking with purpose increases the possibility of reaching a mutually agreeable settlement for all parties. One of the main advantages of planning your speech before you speak is that it prevents you from speaking in a reactionary manner. When you react to a circumstance or an emotion without pausing to think through the implications of your words, you are engaging in reactive speech. This frequently results in communication that is detrimental or even useless. For instance, you could feel tempted to say something nasty or snarky in the heat of the moment when you're irritated or furious. You may, however, prevent your words from being influenced by your feelings by pausing to consider your goals. Alternatively, you could decide to react in a way that helps to diffuse the situation and lead to a better result. Relationships become deeper and more meaningful when you regularly consider your goals before speaking. This is a result of your conversation being more considerate, polite, and consistent with your ideals. When you speak to others with regard and care, they will enjoy it and will respond more favorably if they sense that your comments are intended to encourage and assist them. For instance, thinking out your words before speaking might help you avoid miscommunication and conflict in personal interactions. If you want to show someone you love them or appreciate them, it's important to consider how they will interpret what you're saying to make sure the message gets through. On the other hand, thinking about your objectives can assist you in approaching the conversation in a constructive, rather than aggressive manner if you need to address a problem or worry. It is equally crucial to consider your goals before speaking in a professional situation. Your connections with coworkers and your career can be greatly impacted by the words you use. It's important to consider your goals and the possible results of your communication, whether you're presenting, attending a meeting, or offering feedback. Think about the goals you have in mind. For instance, when presiding over a team meeting, your message will be more effective, and your team will support your vision if you have a clear goal in mind and can adjust your communication to meet that aim. Prior to providing comments to a colleague, consider your goals. You can give constructive and encouraging feedback and promote a healthy, team-oriented work atmosphere by being clear about your intentions. Compassion is a fundamental principle of Buddhism and ought to be the focal point of your interactions. It is crucial to look at how your words will affect other people when you are thinking about your goals before speaking. Speaking with the goal of easing suffering, advancing understanding, and creating strong bonds is known as compassionate communication. When you communicate with compassion, you make sure that what you say improves other people's quality of life. This promotes a more upbeat and peaceful atmosphere in addition to helping you reach your goals and fortifying your relationships. Take some time to clearly define your intentions before starting any kind of interaction. Consider your goals and how your words might support you in achieving them. To maintain awareness and present mindfulness during talks, practice mindfulness. Be mindful of your feelings and ideas while selecting your words. Incorporate compassion as a primary theme in your discourse. Think about how your words will affect other people before speaking, and make an effort to talk in a way that fosters kindness and understanding. Prioritizing your goals before you speak is a strong technique that can improve both your relationships and communication. Speaking with purpose, avoiding reactive communication, and forging deeper relationships with people are all possible when you are aware of your intentions and make sure your words reflect your objectives and core values. Intentional communication helps you communicate more effectively, accomplish goals, and improve the lives of people around you in both personal and professional contexts. Lesson 2. Consider whether it's actually required. Buddhism asserts that the power of silence is equal to that of speech. In actuality, silence frequently contains more compassion and knowledge than speech. We must consider the advantages of being silent, as well as the worth of our words when determining whether something needs to be spoken. Occasionally, we talk just to fill the silence or out of habit. On the other hand, superfluous words can cloud our judgment, lead to miscommunications, and even damage our relationships. When we choose quiet over needless chatter, we make room for introspection, comprehension, and inner serenity. Discernment is the capacity for sound judgment. It refers to understanding when to talk and when to be quiet in relation to communication. By practicing self-awareness and mindfulness, one can improve this ability. Engage in conversations with an intention to be present. When you listen carefully, take note of your thoughts and then speak. This will assist you in determining the necessity and value of your contribution. It's preferable to hold off on answering, particularly when things are highly emotional. It's possible to communicate more thoughtfully and productively when you give yourself space to work through your feelings and ideas. Lesson 3. Take care of yourself with gentleness. Buddhism emphasizes the significance of the words we use to ourselves as much as the words we use with others. Our internal dialogue, or our ideas and self-talk, forms our emotions, impacts our general well-being, and shapes how we perceive ourselves. We are frequently the hardest on ourselves. We could speak negatively to ourselves, criticizing our errors, flaws, or perceived shortcomings. Self-talk like this undermines our self-worth, causes needless pain, and impedes our spiritual development. Buddhism places a strong emphasis on compassion, both for other people and for oneself. The practice of cultivating compassionate self-talk is substituting understanding, and soft words for judgmental and harsh ideas. Recognize and embrace your own self, flaws and all. Accept that you are a work in progress and that errors are to be expected. Give yourself words of support and encouragement rather than self-criticism. Counter negative self-talk with affirmations that are positive. For instance, state, "I am capable and worthy of love and respect," as opposed to, "I'm not good enough." Resolve to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and accept the lesson from the situation if you make a mistake or don't live up to your expectations. Remind yourself that making errors is a necessary aspect of being human and that growth comes from them. Your inner dialogue has a significant effect on your emotional and mental well-being. Self-talk that is negative can cause anxiety, despair, and a lowered sense of value in oneself. Conversely, kind and upbeat self-talk can increase your self-esteem, strengthen your emotional fortitude, and give you a more optimistic view on life. In Buddhism, the concepts of right speech and right thinking are intimately related. You can build a more pleasant inner dialogue that improves your general well-being by practicing right thinking, which is defined as kind, caring, and true thoughts. The practice of mindful self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, particularly when things are tough. This procedure entails being judgment-free, conscious of your feelings and ideas. Recognize your thoughts and feelings without being mired in self-criticism. Show yourself the same consideration and kindness that you would show a close friend. When talking to oneself, be kind and encouraging. Acknowledge that everyone encounters challenges and makes errors. It's crucial to remember that you are not alone in your troubles and to treat yourself with kindness as you face the obstacles in life. Lesson 4. Be kind and select your words carefully. Buddhism places a strong emphasis on kindness, which includes the words we choose to speak. Good words have the capacity to inspire, heal, and forge close bonds with people. A more peaceful and caring environment is created when we talk with kindness and make thoughtful word choices. Speaking with kindness entails more than just being polite. It calls on us to emphasize other people's well-being in our communication and to be aware of the effect that our words have on others. This entails communicating with compassion, understanding, and a sincere wish to encourage people. Buddhism holds that everything we do, even the things we say, has repercussions. This idea is known as karma. Positive karma from kind words brings about good things in our lives and in our relationships. Speaking with kindness not only lifts others up, but also starts a chain reaction that disperses compassion and optimism. Think about how a good word may make someone's day. A small word of encouragement, a thank you note, or a simple praise can make someone feel better. Give them more self-confidence and deepen your bond with them. These modest deeds of kindness have the power to foster enduring, dependable bonds throughout time. Give people sincere compliments. Praise their endeavors, abilities, and admirable traits. They feel good about themselves, and your relationship is stronger as a result. Say thank you a lot. Express gratitude to those who have supported, helped, and been in your life. Gratitude strengthens the ties that bind and creates a positive environment. Encourage people, particularly those who are struggling. Make use of your comments to encourage them and serve as a reminder of their abilities. Practice listening with empathy. When someone confides in you about their thoughts or feelings, listen to them with an open mind and demonstrate empathy and concern in your remarks. Steer clear of critical or judgmental statements. Instead, speak in a way that encourages acceptance and understanding. By doing this, a safe environment for direct and honest conversation is created. The core of Buddhist teachings is compassion, which is also vital to human communication. Being kind is only one aspect of compassionate communication. Another is being aware of other people's pain and making an effort to lessen it with our words. We pay attention to the feelings and intentions that go along with the words that are being stated as well. Understanding the other person's point of view and responding in a way that is consoling and restorative are made possible through deep listening. We carefully examine the impact of our words on the other person before speaking. Our goal is to communicate in a way that brings peace and serenity, not pain or suffering. Our remarks end up becoming a source of inspiration and strength for other people. We speak to provide support, direction, and comfort, particularly during trying times. Make it your goal to communicate wisely and politely every day. Remind yourself of the power of your words and make a commitment to use them constructively. Use awareness in your speech throughout the day. Be mindful of your body language, tone, and words. Take note of how your words impact other people and modify your speech as necessary. Think about your conversation for a moment. Think about if your words were intelligent and compassionate. If there were any instances in which you could have talked differently, consider how you can do better going forward. Our words have the ability to influence not just our own lives, but also the lives of people around us. Buddhism views choosing words carefully as a spiritual discipline that mirrors our inner states of awareness, compassion, and wisdom. It goes beyond simple communication skills. We can make our speech a positive tool by considering our goals before speaking, determining whether what we have to say is actually essential, treating ourselves with love and gentleness, and selecting our words carefully. Our words have the power to inspire, heal, and connect people, spreading kindness and positivity around the world. As you proceed, keep in mind the Buddhist precepts and the influence of your speech. Communicate with compassion, awareness, and intention, allowing your words to convey your finest self. By doing this, you will enhance not just your own life, but also the happiness and well-being of others.